Thank you. My name is Chad Landman. I am a selectman in the town of Southbury, but I'm not here in official capacity. I'm only here as a Connecticut small business owner. I want to thank you for having this hearing. Certainly want to thank my state representative Arthur O'Neill and State Senator Rob Kane for drawing my attention to be here today. I'm here to testify in opposition to the proposed tax increases, particularly those on professional services. As I mentioned, I'm a small business owner. What I am is I'm a partner at a law firm in Hartford. And although our services are not being directly targeted here with these taxes, I deeply understand the burden that this will place on professional service providers that are targeted here. Because our law firm, like many of those providers, competes for business outside of this state and competes with service providers throughout this nation. By way of background, we employ 35 people here in the state of Connecticut, and we rent office space, we purchase supplies, and we purchase other services in Connecticut. But we compete with firms throughout the country for business throughout the country. And I understand that when you impose this tax upon our other service providers, our architects, our accountants, our engineers, you are putting them at a competitive disadvantage when they are competing with firms in other states. Basically, these firms will be subject to a state-imposed price disadvantage. And it's going to drive work, and make no mistake about this, it will drive work outside of Connecticut. Our firm, like many businesses in Connecticut, has offices in many different states. And certainly our firm and other companies will be incentivized now to look for services outside of the state of Connecticut to avoid paying these taxes, particularly for offices or facilities located outside of Connecticut. And for those companies that continue to buy services in Connecticut, they're going to be further burdened, and it's going to further increase the cost of doing business in Connecticut. Frankly, this tax is another reason for businesses to leave this state. Make no mistake, Connecticut is a small state, and it's easy enough, especially for professional service firms, to leave this state. At least on a monthly basis, I hear from someone else saying, I'm leaving this state as soon as my children graduate from high school. And the reason's always the same. It's too difficult to do business in Connecticut, and taxes are too high, and at the end of the day, my children and grandchildren won't be able to have a job here because of the business climate that's created. So thank you. I'm happy to answer any questions.